In 2023, our elected officials took an oath. They took an oath to defend the Constitution. All right? They took an oath to defend the Constitution. They also been enhancing they pockets through the courts and the corruption in the courts. We talking about the new face of old Jim Crow. And this is my version of the story. That's letters to Zion. All right? From Zion to Baltimore. All right? All I want to do is live. That's what you tell a cop. That's what you tell your kids. That's my son, Philip Davis. He dealt with the legal system. Hickey schools. Boys Village. Y'all trying to send 14-year-olds and 12-year-olds to jail. Well, he been there already. And it ain't no place for you. Talking about the criminalization of poverty. The haves versus the have-nots. I'm a cook. I'm a caterer. I work for 85% of the richest people in the state. I work for Mark Clark, the Big Fat Morning Show. I work for Kathleen Hughes. I did Marion Barry's birthday party. This was it. We talk about the Constitution because public accommodations, the right for us to access the court, the grand jury, to have equal representation in our courts and our system, to eliminate Jim Crow. To eliminate Jim Crow. That's me, N62528. I'm a prisoner's right advocate. I'm also the founding member of the Baltimore Block. That's my mother and my father. They taught me about racism. So we talking about Jim Crow. Talking about Public Accommodations Act, Civil Rights Act, equal access to the courts. And also the toilet, because it gave us access to the bathroom so we could use the bathroom. We can share the bathroom. That's Chuck D from Public Enemy. You know who he is, Wes Moore. We talk about the murder and the death of our kids here in America. None of y'all want to talk about this. The whole campaign, you never talked about Tyrone West. You never talked about Anthony Anderson. You never talked about the murder and the death of our kids. That's Tyrone West and that's Wes Moore. You got his mask on, but you ain't talking about passing the George Floyd bill. Like I said, new face of old Jim Crow. What about us? When you gonna put us up front? That's the new face. That's the old Jim Crow. That's why I put that toilet up there. Toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. Toilet take your shit every day. So I was shitting on Shellenberger. And he got mad. I applied for Martin Luther King's job. Ain't no law against that. It's been vacant too long. We got too many self-serving demigods. Ain't nobody doing his work. They just using his name. Public accommodations mean we go to the courts. That's Baltimore County Courts, the historic courthouse. And this is the Supreme Court. And that's my definition. A new Jim Crow. We going to the Supreme Court to see if blacks have rights. We're going to stop playing Monopoly. Yeah. We're going to stop playing Monopoly. The Cheaters Edition. Alright? See the people. See the judges. See the politicians. Get caught, get cuffed. We talking about identity theft. Ain't but one shorty in Baltimore. So whistleblower. Alright? Like I said, I got the pictures. And Vanessa Attenberry got the evidence. That's Vanessa Attenberry reading the evidence. Like I said, it's all about our politicians and our politics. The money behind the machine. I blew the whistle on you on February the 2nd at 8:52 a.m. in the morning. That's the States Attorney's office. That's the day my mother died. And y'all denied me the right to see my mother, to visit my mother, to bury my mother. Y'all locked me up. You held me captive. These was the cases right there. Like I said, the new faces of old Jim Crow. I got it in picture books. And we get ready to open y'all up. And I'm going to use the toilet to do it. It's out for justice. And we're going to get justice in Towson. We're going to get justice in Baltimore City. Because Ivan Bates got evidence. He got evidence and knowledge. President Obama asked for an investigation in 2008. It's 2023. See who that is? That's who that is. Alright? We're talking about the public defender working with the state's attorney to keep black people oppressed. Oppressed people only going to be oppressed for so long. We can't keep talking about the first black this, the first black that, and you still ain't giving us no black justice. Wasn't that Mayor Brandon Scott? That's a legal notice. And you got that. We're talking about racism in the courts. And that's me and the Baltimore Sun. The Baltimore Sun, the Waukegan News Sun, CBS, Fox 45, Mackenzie Phillip Frost, Jane Miller, Barry Sims, Tim Tootin, Denise Swoop, Kelly Swoop, yeah, Costello, Christian Schaefer. That's 2018. That's O'Malley's mom machine. That's 2018. I gave you the whistleblowers application and you destroyed that evidence. We're going to do it again in 2023. Everything for the people to see. The new face of old Jim Crow, Scott Shellenberger, white supremacy. Like I said, I'm without for justice. And that's Kwesi Fume. And that's Senator Kelly from Kelly Insurance. That's Barbara Mikulski. And that's the paperwork Barbara Mikulski had. And she's been protecting Scott Shellenberger since 2008, 2009. I gave this to ABC2 in 2010. And these are your elected officials. They like to take pictures. That's Brian Frost, since he was Senator Frost. Delegate Brooks, Senator Brooks. Speaker Jones, the first black woman speaker, but she won't speak up about us. Like I said, I got everything I need. It's documented. The new face of old Jim Crow. That's Kiefer Mitchell, Kurt Anderson. That's the Baltimore City Council. That's Abdul Salam, Payam, Boom, me, Branch, Bruce, Tawanda, Naeem, Beth, and Angela. And that's Z Cone and Biden's daughter. That's us at the States Attorney's Office asking for justice. Asking for justice for Donnell Rochester. See who it is? That's Governor Westmore. That's Shorty, pull your mask up. And those are the criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. We ran for office. Brian Vafe ain't here no more, but I am. I'm Shorty, the barbecue guy. I'm the cook in Baltimore. I'm getting ready to cook you up.